Tonight, a state of emergency declared across Missouri. The National Guard activated. All of this ahead of the grand jury's decision in the Michael Brown case.
Yeah, the shooting death of the unarmed black teen set off riots, as you'll remember, and a ruling on whether to indict Ferguson police officer Darren Wilson could be issued any day. Meanwhile, police throughout the state of Missouri are prepared for more demonstrations, which could turn violent. Braving cold and snow, hundreds of demonstrators lined St. Louis area streets over the weekend, marking the 100-day anniversary of Michael Brown's death. Many say Officer Darren Wilson of the Ferguson Police Department should not be allowed to return to duty, regardless of what a grand jury finds.
Ultimately, those are conversations we'll have once we find out the true, facts, the complete facts of what happened in the case.
The grand jury continues to deliberate whether to indict Officer Wilson, who fatally shot Michael Brown back in August.
This case is a little unorthodox from a grand jury standpoint. This doesn't usually take that long to make to go for an indictment because the reasonable cause, the standard is very low.
Meanwhile, police in Ferguson, St. Louis, and surrounding areas are bracing for large demonstrations and possible violence once a decision is announced. Schools are expected to get advance notice to get children home safely. And whatever the grand jury's decision, legal experts say the case is far from over.
But there's still a chance that there could be a federal investigation, albeit unlikely. And I think that it's been discussed that the federal civil rights charges might not be levied, but there's still that possibility. But almost inevitably, we're going to see a civil suit.
Well, the Atlanta Police Department is prepared for potential fallout from the Ferguson grand jury's decision. The department says they've planned for the worst, but are hoping for the best as they monitor the decision that's expected any time. The department has worked with other agencies to come up with a strategy if there are protests here, and police plan to allow lawful protests. If they turn violent, however, they will be stopped. Atlanta has already had one demonstration since Michael Brown was shot to death by a Ferguson police officer.